My name is Yehuda Dror. I'm the president of DNV Healthcare Inc. We are a subsidiary of DNV, or Det Norske Veritas, the international organization that has offices in 100 countries. We are a wholly owned subsidiary of DNV, and our role is to promote accreditation of hospitals basically around the world. And we start with the US, we are in Brazil, we move now to Central Europe, and we look at moving into more and more countries as our accreditation becomes more known. Accreditation or hospital accreditation started as a concept in the US when it became a requirement for the hospital to receive reimbursement from the government, like Medicare. They were required to be accredited, and there were not too many providers of accreditation. We have received the approval of the American government in the end of 2008, and since then, at least the American hospital sector knows that there is another alternative for accreditation. And because our system, or our accreditation is applicable not just in the US but everywhere, we have begun to introduce it also outside of the US. What makes our accreditation unique is, and by the way, our accreditation is referred to as the DNV NIHO accreditation, where in the US we keep the term NIHO, outside we use NIHO International. But the NIHO system is an integrated way of looking at the hospital in addition, or to look at the hospital system in addition to a quality management. And what we believe is that then we make the accreditation much more sustainable. We make the hospital more sustainable because now they understand what is the system that they have to follow when things both work well or when things go wrong. And unfortunately, in the hospital world, there are so many hazards that there are always opportunities because it's risky by nature, for things to go wrong. So what we try is to make sure that the hospital understands how to do what they're supposed to do in the right way, and if they don't do it in the right way, how do they change the system to make it work better. So we may summarize it by saying that we try to turn the accreditation into a strategic management asset within the hands of the hospital management. I first saw the ENVI system in conjunction with the hospitals in Brazil that we accredit, and the first time that I saw it was when I visited Biocor before they went to our accreditation, and I was impressed with the fact that it seems like a comprehensive way of looking at all the activities that the hospital have. Of course, when we looked later on at the Biocor system, there's always a need for the hospital to have an idea of what they want, and then they bring in MV, and MV apparently enables them to integrate it much better. So if I look at the Biocor system, it is without any question a system that works very well for Biocor, because they can find the specific needs without the need to go to 5 or 6 other systems to get the data. I understand that they did a lot of customization, so I cannot speak to that fact because I don't know enough about the technical issues about it. But from the holistic approach to how to deal with the hospital management in the broad sense of it, from the financial to the patient care to the electronic health record, etc., I think it's a very impressive system. I spoke to the president of ENVI, and I said that I'm surprised why they are not in the United States. I understand they will be issues of translation. There is a whole payment system in the US which may be different than in Brazil. I understand that the degree of complexity is not that much different. It's complex here and complex there. So I told them that I think that they should go to the US, and I think that they could find a market in the US, because if it works in the US the same way that we saw it working in Brazil, I think they would have great success over there.